What's up, Fight Fam, and welcome to Boxing Bros. This is our 18th episode. I'm Caden. I'm here with my co-host, sitting to the left.
Trail.
Sitting to the right.
G.
All right, the first topic we're going to discuss is our reaction to Oleksandr Usyk stopping Chaz Witherspoon. He quit on the stool. We'll get everyone's thoughts and your reaction to that fight. First up, starts one off with G.
I would say congratulations, Usyk, for easy victory. However, I wish his debut to the heavyweight division was Carlos Takam, because I felt like Carlos Takam would have been a greater introduction to the heavyweight division because he's more active, has a better resume under his belt. And so it would be good to see at least Usyk fighting at least a top 10 heavyweight. But Witherspoon, I'm be honest, it seemed like after round one he was exhausted. He was slowing down a lot. His jab wasn't fast enough. But Usyk, I'm interested in seeing Usyk moving forward because I like the style that he brings to the heavyweight division. I like his lateral movement in the ring, but I'm wary to see how his power compares to like the elite level fighters. So yeah, he did good. I just don't see from that performance, he's gonna have a lot of difficulty against like a Parker, against a Wilder, an AJ. Him and Ruiz would be interesting only because of their styles. But I even think he'll have a lot of difficulty even with Ruiz. So I don't really see him as like he's going to be the face of the heavyweight division, or at least not from that performance.
True.
Boy, did them Ukrainians come out. Didn't they come out?
They came out.
Oh,
They showed
man.
support.
That was crazy. Listen, hey, shout out to Chad. It was good seeing Witherspoon, man. I haven't seen him in a while. It was good. They say he was, back home running his car wash and he got the call. And he got the call like, hey, you want to fight? He say, hey, I come and pick up a bag.
Wait, was he in fight shape? Was he in fight shape? Did he stay fight ready, Trill? Let me know.
He was chilling. He was running his car wash back home. You know what I'm saying? Came in the arena looking sharp. You know what I'm saying? Had on a nice yellow suit and all that. You know what I'm saying? The gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Chaz Witherspoon. Listen, I was just happy to see Chaz and happy to see him pick up a bag. Yusuf, to me, yeah, everybody knows if you watched when we gave our top 10 pound for pound, you know how I feel about Yusuf. Like what G was saying, he did what he was supposed to do with Chaz. Chaz was, off for a while. But, he still gave him some rounds. You know what I'm saying? He gave him some rounds. I want to see him in there with somebody else. Yusuf is different. I never thought of him like as one of those guys that just goes in there and knocks people out. You know what I'm saying? I always thought of him as one of those guys that was a type of volume, and gets the guy tired and then, type of fighter. Maybe he can frustrate a couple of guys with his feet work, because he got great feet work. I don't know if him and Lomachenko was dance partners or not. You know what I'm saying? But they can jump over there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I might have to take one of those Ukrainian dance
Ballet classes.
You know what I'm saying? Because their feet work that them gentlemen got. Man, listen. I'm just happy. Listen, I like seeing Yusuf. Anytime I can see him, hey, it's great. You know what I'm saying? He got a great personality. We got to see more. I got to see more against somebody else. But yo, shout out to Ukraine. Y'all came out to support. That was big. That was big. And Shot Town. That was big.
Oh, man. All right, well, for starters, I'll just say that I was impressed. I think I'm hearing a lot about Usyk and Witherspoon and the way that fight played out. But remember, this was Usyk's first fight at heavyweight. It was a last-second opponent. And people underestimate the difficulty of dealing with last-minute change. You spend so much of your camp preparing for one person, certain sparring partners, and then bam, you have to fight someone else, someone who's different. And you have to take into account that Chaz Witherspoon, he knew this was a great opportunity for him to get his name back out there with the boxing fans and potential fights with other fighters and promoters to witness him. So he was motivated and determined to put in a good performance. I saw a lot of things with Usyk that I was impressed with. His footwork, for one. He stayed composed. He really didn't. He was marked up, but I didn't see him get hit with any real flush shot that was dangerous or that really hurt him. He showed great boxing IQ. Remember, he's a gold medalist and decorated amateur. The guy is a talented fighter. So what I saw from Usyk left me wanting to see him in the ring with better opponents, but I was impressed with what I saw from him. It looked like to me he just wanted to fill out the heavyweight division. He didn't even seem like he wanted to get Witherspoon out of there. So with that being said, Usyk said he wants to fight Deontay Wilder. He said Deontay Wilder's the easiest fight out of Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder. He said he wants Wilder. He said Wilder would be the easiest fight. He said Tyson Fury would be the hardest fight. So he said he wants Wilder, and he thinks that Wilder's an easy fight. Deontay Wilder said that Usyk is too small for the heavyweight division. So my question to you is, do you want to see that fight, and who do you lean towards in that fight? I'll start off with you, G.
I'll first say, I think both the gentlemen are correct, right? That I have to be honest. The style that Usyk has, if I was Usyk and I had to choose between the three, I'm going to go with Wilder, right? Because I feel like if I was Usyk, I'd be like, hey, I have the better chance of beating Wilder, due to the fact that he's not as technically sound as the other two, and the fact that, Fury is really light on his feet and he moves around a lot. So I think Fury could even frustrate Usyk in the ring. But I do want to see that fight for a number of reasons, even though I feel like it's not fair, but Wilder needs some names on his resume, right? So bringing it back to that segment we talked about with Wilder getting to the Hall of Fame, I mean, if you beat the guy who's a cruiserweight heavyweight champion, I mean, it may not count, but it kind of counts because at least he's known. You see what I'm saying? Now, do I give Wilder credit for beating on Oleksandr Usyk? Not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? But excuse me about that. But if in fact Oleksandr Usyk does fight Wilder, let's just say he wins, right? Now Usyk's the man in the heavyweight division. You know what I mean?
Because he beats Wilder?
Yeah.
I don't think that would make him the man of the heavyweight division.
People gonna spin it. People gonna spin it like that.
No.
So to me, if Wilder beats him, if Wilder beats Usyk, at least Wilder gets a decent name under his resume that he needs right now. And to me, it'll show me. Let's see if Wilder's actually really improving for the Wilder Fury 2 fight. You know what I mean? Because I think Usyk would be a good test for Fury 2. That's my personal opinion.
True.
I agree a lot in part with G was saying. Wilder is not in a position to turn down no big name fight. I don't care if it was Pacquiao. He better take a name. He will do whatever he can.
He'll try to get out of that fight too.
He got to do whatever he can to try to get a solid name. Yusuf, if Yusuf thinks that he can do it, let him try. You know what I'm saying? We praise Mikey for daring to be great. We praise everybody else for going up and trying to take these tests. Listen, give him a shot. He's what he had over 300 amateur fights, only 15 losses. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? The gold medalist in the Olympics. If he thinks he can do it, let him do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let him dare to be great. Me personally, I think give him another fight, and with somebody else.
I actually agree with you.
in the top
He's
10.
not ready to go.
Give him
Jump
another
right into
fight.
Wilder.
You know what I'm saying? And then hey, make it happen.
So let me just dive right in. Look, man, please. People talk like Deontay Wilder's a good fighter. He's not a good boxer. He has one punch. He's been outboxed a number of times. He's usually being outboxed when he lands the right hand and wins the fight. I'm not so sure that Chaz Witherspoon doesn't outbox Deontay Wilder for 2 or 3 rounds. Okay, I'll put you like this. Oleksandr Usyk has already fought better fighters than Deontay Wilder. He fought Joe Joyce in the World Series of Boxing and he beat him. He's fought heavyweights before. Yeah, he's fought heavyweights before and beat him. You know, the only thing with Usyk, I'll tell Usyk, is you got to do better research because he had a double agent in his camp. He had Malik Scott as one of his sparring partners in his camp because I saw the picture where he had Malik Scott. In Usyk, I don't know if you know this, but Malik Scott is Deontay Wilder's side piece. So if you don't know, now you know. And if you
could have said, nah, man.
I know, like people gonna be like, yo, that's disrespectful, right? But take a look at how Malik Scott is now his hype man. If you look at footage of Deontay Wilder in his like all access, and there's a guy yelling, "You wanted it, you got it." That's Malik Scott. But what you don't know, a lot of you, if you're casual, is that Malik Scott was actually a Wilder opponent once, and he got knocked out in the first round by a phantom punch that didn't land. I always say check the internet and watch it. So that's why I call him Wilder's side piece, because apparently, you know, Wilder knocks him out in 1 round, and now he's up there screaming, "You want it? You got it," for what another man's doing. Malik Scott, how about you win a fight? You know what I'm saying? And stop posting pictures of you and your girl online every 5 seconds. But anyways, getting back to Deontay Wilder, like I said, man, I haven't seen anything that impresses me with him.
Deontay Wilder wears the pants in that relationship.
He does. We know. We can tell. We can tell. We can tell.
I don't want no parts. I don't want no parts, man.
We can tell. So anyway, right? We have Deontay Wilder, the bronze bomber. Usyk is the gold medalist. Watching the fight, Usyk has great movement. He has nice speed. I would like to see it. I definitely think that he can outbox Wilder. The question is, can he take the power when it lands? But I think, but the question is, can Wilder take his power? Because Wilder was dropped by a journeyman. Oh, the internet was scrubbed of that video. Wilder was hurt by Tyson Fury, who we all know isn't the greatest puncher in the world. Wilder has never been in the ring with a guy who's known as a puncher. The best puncher he's been in the ring with is Luis Ortiz, and Luis Ortiz almost stopped him in the 7th round of their fight. So for all this talk about people who are chinny, Deontay Wilder is extremely chinny. Go pull up his amateur fight where he got knocked out by a Russian badly, or as the president would say, bigly. Anyway, like getting back to it, Wilder's is like a fraud, yo. I can't wait for him to get exposed. But anyways, getting back to it, yeah, I would love to see that fight. And as far as who I'm leaning towards in that fight, I need some time to think about it. I don't know if Usyk has the size, but I will say this: he definitely has the skill to beat Deontay Wilder easy.
Do you think he's
gonna sell out?
Oh, we know who's the A side. We know who's the A side. One fight in the USA, Chicago, Usyk packed them in. Yo, the love Usyk got from that crowd in one fight in the USA, I've never seen from Wilder in all of his fights. And this is his country. I've never seen an arena packed for Wilder like that. In fact, his last fight, they were booing him because he was talking about patience when they wanted to see him fight a real opponent. Just saying.
Yeah, but do you think Usyk should go immediately to the Wilder fight, or does he?
Why not? He's a fighter. He believes he can beat him. Listen, this guy's been fighting his whole life. He's a real fighter. He thinks he can beat him. I think he knows what everyone else knows. If you can stay away from the right hand, you can beat Wilder.
He wanted to play. Let him do the beat.
Exactly. Let him do it. Mikey, like you said, Mikey Garcia was able to do it. We praised Terrence Crawford. He came. He undisputed, moved up. Let him take on the task. If he loses, I still respect him.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't see him getting outclassed by Wilder. So it's not like he has to worry about being outclassed by a guy who can't box.
Thank you for watching Boxing Bros. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. It's the Boxing Bros. Take it easy, old Wilder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, yo, respect the champ.